Since the introduction of shulker farms in 1.19, Minecraft has changed quite a bit. We now have unlimited access to all the shulkers that we could ever want and or need, which has also led us to the creation of shulker loaders for our farms. But one of the most annoying things about Bedrock Edition compared to Java Edition is we're missing one key parity feature, shift double click, which would allow us to move all items from one container onto another, but we just aren't that lucky over here on Bedrock Edition. We do not have said shift double click, which would be nice if we can eventually get some parity on that one. But instead, today we're going to offer you all this quick crafting station, which will allow you to destroy up to 27 shulker boxes at once and craft all the items you could want as fast as you could. Side note to mention, it is going to destroy the shulker, but like I said, 1.19, shulker farms are now a thing. That being that, let's get into a demonstration and a tutorial on this thing. So you're going to take this chest right here, and you're going to fill this up with your shulker boxes of items that you want to have crafted. They're going to come over here, end up inside of the dropper. They're going to end up getting a drop down here onto the ice, and then after all of the items have been dropped out of this dropper, they're going to be knocked forward through the lava, end up out here on fire, and then they're going to burn up because recent changes to the game, all items now have, I think it's at least 3 health points. So the shulkers are going to come through the lava, catch on fire, come out here, and then explode, which means all those items can now be quickly crafted up into whatever you want without having to go through individual shulker by shulker by shulker by shulker. And we got T-Man here and loading everything up here. So as you can see, shulker boxes are now dropping down there. I would always advise that you do a test copy of this in a creative world just to see how laggy this is going to get for you, because it drops a little bit of frames. And just like that, with a little bit of quick crafting, all of those shulkers have now been crafted into gold blocks. Personally, I would never put more than 9 in this at a time, but that's my own prerogative. You can decide what you want to do. Right, tutorial, let's go. To get things started here, we're going to place down 3 pieces of blue ice just like so, followed up by 2 buttons on top of that. And then we're going to come back here. We're going to place down 2 obsidian right there, a building block of choice, sticky piston, followed up with a slime block on top of that. From here, we're going to go ahead and place out 2 blocks here to the side. We're going to go ahead and remove that one right there. We're going to grab our redstone torch, and we're going to put a torch right there, powering that piston, moving it forward. At this point, we're going to go ahead and grab our immovable blocks. We're going to be using obsidian. You could use a glazed terracotta or whatever you want. And we're going to fill in the sides right there so that when this piston moves, this slime block, it cannot move those blocks right there. From here, we're going to go ahead and grab our building block of choice. We're going to fill all of this in here at the front, 3 high, just like so. Then we're going to go ahead and place down a building block of choice on top of that slime block there. We're going to place down another one right here. And now we're going to grab our dropper, and we're going to place our dropper right there. From here, we're going to go ahead and put in another temporary block right there, followed up by a permanent block right there. And we're going to go ahead and put blocks on top of that just like so. So now any items that end up inside this dropper are going to end up dropping down here and coming out this way in due time. From here, let's go ahead and grab our hoppers. We're going to put 2 hoppers into this like so, and we're going to be taking a comparator and taking a signal off of this hopper right here. From there, we're going to take this signal into this block right here, and then we're going to place down 3 more building blocks of choice right there, and we're going to put repeaters on each of those, and we're going to move those up to the max delay on each of those. From here, we're going to grab our building block. We're going to put a temporary one right there, a permanent one right there, knock out that middle one. We're going to grab a piece of redstone dust, and we're going to put that there. So now, when anything is going through this hopper into the dropper, it's going to send a redstone signal out, which is going to be on a 12-tick delay down to this redstone dust, which will unpower this torch, which will draw this piston back. Meaning, while that's drawn back, we need to go ahead and get our item dropper in place. So we're going to put 2 blocks in right there. We're going to put 2 blocks in right here. And we're going to build out this side just like so. At this point, we're going to grab a comparator. We're going to place a comparator right there. So it's going to be taking a signal strength off of our dropper, and it's going to be powering it into this block right here. From there, we're going to go ahead and have that power into a repeater, into a comparator. We're going to put this into subtract mode, and we're going to grab our redstone dust, and we're going to put redstone dust there, 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 walk it up there, there, and there. So now, as long as there is an item inside of this dropper, it will send out a signal to this, which will run this clock, which will spit all of the items out onto the ground right down here where that slime block is. So as an example here, if I were to just grab, let's say, a stack of these droppers, and I were to throw these in here right here, as you can see, they are now ending up right there. And as long as there's items to be filtered, aka detected here, it's going to keep that slime block back until all of the items have been dropped out of our dropper onto the area to get launched forward through our lava, which our lava now goes into place right there. And just like that, everything is good to go. We are golden. So if I come over here and I pick block this chest here, and I grab me out 9 shulkers of ingots right here, and we were to place those inside of a chest, I need a chest real quick. Let's grab that. Let's put ourselves a chest up here. A trap chest is what we're going to be using, and we're going to place all of these in there. As you can see, they will now go out, come through here, end up dropping down there, knocked forward, and boom, an explosion. And now all you have to do at this point is craft it all up in record amounts of time. That being that, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you found some use for it. If you did, make sure to drop a like down below. And if you want to see more, please consider subscribing. And we'll catch all of you all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.